Today we are doing 3.6. So we're talking about expressions and equations still. So our I can statement is going to be I can use equations to represent real world problems. I can use equations to represent real-world problems. So basically that means that we are going to take what we've been learning about equations and put it into words. So sometimes in math we describe an expression or equation with a phrase. So we're basically trying to make an equation and then solve for it. We have a number n decreased by 5 is 13. So it's going to be decreased. Our variable is n, and it's decreasing by 5, and the answer is 13. So we're going to start with our variable, and we're going to say n decreased means minus, so n minus 5 equals 13. Remember, it's an equation, so we do have to have an equal sign. So we made our equation, but now we need to solve for it. We're trying to get our n by itself, so we have to draw our line through our equal sign and do the opposite of minus 5. So we add 5 to both sides. That leaves us with just n here, and then equals 13 plus 5 gives us 18. So our answer there would be n equals 18. Next one says 15 more than a number is 45. This time they didn't give us a variable, so we get to pick one. We're just going to use n because that's what we did last time. So we can say n and then 15 more than that. So we're going to say more is plus 15 equals 45. So we're good. We have our equation, n plus 15 equals 45. Now we need to solve for it. So we're trying to get n by itself. We put our line through the equal sign. Do the opposite of plus 15, so minus 15 on both sides. We're left with n equals 30, and that is our answer. Next one, 14 is the quotient of x and 4. So this one is quotient is 14, so that means that the answer is 14. So the quotient means we're going to be dividing. So we're going to say x divided by 4 equals 14. We're trying to get that x by itself, so we have to do the opposite of divide by 4. So we multiply by 4 on both sides. That cancels out. And we should get x equals 56. And that's our answer. The next one says a mom bought her kids 5 bags of Takis for $1.79 each and 3 sodas. The total cost was $13.45. How much is each soda? So here, this is a longer problem. We need to find how much the soda is. We know that we got 5 bags of Takis for $1.79, and then the sodas, and then this is our total. So we know we're going to make it equal to 13.45, and then we have 5 times 1.79, and then plus 3. We don't know the price of our soda, so we're going to put our variable there. So we have 5 times 1.79 plus 3x equals 13.45. Trying to get that x by itself. Draw our line to the equal sign. We have to find out what 5 times 1.79 is. We can plug that in our calculators, and we get 8.95 plus 3x equals 13.45. We have to get rid of what's not with the variable first. So we subtract 8.95 from both sides. So that cancels out. We're left with 3x here. And then when we subtract that, we get 450. And our last step to get x by itself is to divide by 3 on both sides. So we should get x equals 1.50. Since it's money, we'll put our little money symbol. So each soda would be $1.50. The next one says, Alberto will be 73 in 9 years. How old is he now? So in 9 years, he'll be 73. So we're going to add 9 and then set it equal to 73. And again, they didn't give us our variable. We can pick, we can do x plus 9 equals 73. Draw our line through the equal sign. Do the opposite, so subtract 9 from both sides. We're left with x equals 64. A stray dog ate 35 of your muffins. That was 7/9 of all of them. How many did you start with? Well, that's really sad because the dog ate all your muffins, but we had to figure it out. So we have 7/9. We don't know how many muffins it is. So we're going to say 7/9 times the amount of muffins equals 35. So to get rid of that, we have to divide by 7/9, which is the same, remember, as multiplying by its reciprocal. So we're going to do 35 times 9/7 in our line through our equal sign. So we do 35/1 times 9/7, and we should get 315/7. Go ahead and plug that in your calculator. When you do that, you should get, you're left with x over here, and then 315 divided by 7 equals 45. Okay, it says May spent half her money at the movies. To earn more money, her parents let her wash the car for $8. What was her weekly allowance if she ended with $11? So she spends half her money at the movies. So we can put an M with that. So half at the movies. And then she earns the $8. So plus 8. And then she ends with 11. So in order to figure that out, we're going to draw our line through. We're going to get rid of what's not with the variable first, so subtract 8 from both sides. That leaves us with half m equals 3. We have to divide by 1/2, which again is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal, so 2/1. And then we have to also do that on this side, so times 2/1. And we can do 3/1, so we get 6/1. And so we have m is equal to 6. And then our last one here says cereal costs $5.77 a box. That must be a huge box. It says, how many boxes did Mary buy if she spent $34.20? It's a lot of money to be spending on cereal. So she has $5.77. And then we'll use B for a box and then set that equal to our total of 34.20. We're trying to get B by itself. Remember that when it's right next to the variable, that means multiply. So we need to divide by 5.77 on both sides. Go ahead and grab that calculator out, and you should get B equals 6. And that is your answer.